Hello there. Welcome to another episode of Electric Sheep. Let's get things going with empty threats.
Empty threats. Jacob's parents sat in the sterile brightness of the police station, clutching each other's hands with a desperate firmness that belied their composed expressions. The officers had no answers, just reassurances, just protocols. The kidnapping had been clumsy. The boy taken was not the heir to a local fortune, just a quiet farm kid with an unfortunately common name. But the mistake didn't matter to the men holding him. Their message was clear. Pay $2 million or they'd start sending Jacob back in pieces. Only the parents weren't scared for their son. Not really. As they left the station, the father's voice was low and grim. We shouldn't have gone to the police. We know those men are making empty threats, whether they realize it or not. His wife's gaze lingered on the clouds. May God have mercy on their souls, she whispered. Years ago, Jacob's father had been hunting deep in the wetlands when he saw something crawl from the water, slick with mud and slime, like the earth itself had given birth to it. A boy, no older than 2, silent, watching, with eyes that reflected light like an animal's. He had brought the child home. They'd named him Jacob. He had always been different, quiet but prone to rage. Strange things happened when he was angry. Trees split, metal bent. Once, as a child, Jacob had wandered into the woods and come back dragging a bear carcass, its neck twisted as if it had been wrung out like a towel. His parents hadn't asked questions. They had only tried to love him and pray that he never lost control. But now that he had been taken, their fear wasn't for him. It was for the fools who had taken him. Okay, kid, listen up, said one of the kidnappers, pacing in front of Jacob, who sat in a chair tied with thick ropes. This is going to get ugly. We still don't have any money, and your folks went to the cops, so we're going to have to make an example. The boy looked up, unblinking. Yes, he said, it's going to get very, very ugly. There was something in his tone that stopped the man mid-step. Without warning, Jacob stood. The ropes fell away, not snapped, but melted. The men around him reached for their guns, panic rising. They fired. Bullets struck Jacob's chest, neck, face. He didn't flinch. My turn, he said, and the lights exploded overhead. Jacob returned home before dawn, barefoot and soaked in blood. His mother met him on the porch. She said nothing, just embraced him and held his head to her chest, whispering prayers only meant for angels or monsters. Later, the police would find the kidnappers, or what was left of them. The scene was a massacre. Bodies torn open, bones shattered, walls clawed to shreds. One officer, pale and trembling, muttered something about bears. Maybe they turned on each other? Maybe an animal got in? Maybe both. But one thing didn't make sense. How had the boy survived unscathed? There were no answers, just a mystery, just empty threats.
Well, I like that story, but I didn't love it. It wasn't the best story I've ever put together there. And let me know if you liked it. Sometimes I'm a little too harsh judging my own stuff, so maybe it's better than I think, or feel free to tell me that it's the worst piece of crap you ever heard. Anyways, this has been Joseph Arthur Roszell, thanking you for watching. I want to wish you all the luck in the world, and I want you to remember that I love you.